Yo, what up guys? For this video, I'm going to build a really sick trio base that has a secret loot room in the top section. And I think the design is really cool. So I wanted to build that for you. So basically, we're going to start out with a triangle like this. And we're going to go 3 squares out. Going to lower the building sound a little bit. So you're going to go 3 squares out. And then you can place 2 more triangles. So this is going to be the basic footprint. Just like this. And then the first thing you're going to do is take one of these sections and we're going to add walls like this. And then another wall like this. And then another wall like this. And we're going to repeat that exact same thing on this side. Just like that. And then in terms of upgrading, you can come over here and we're going to armor these foundations and these foundations and then these walls as well. So that will be armored just like that. This will be armored. You could sheet metal this and the rest of these. So that's what should be upgraded, just like this for the main section. And then we're going to build half walls like here. And you could sheet metal these. Not armor. And then we're going to go ahead and place boxes. And there should be 4 boxes on the bottom section. And there should be 4 boxes on the top section as well. Just like that. Then you can repeat the same thing. So this is going to be your main loot room. You can add ceilings and then armor them. And then for this section, you can grab your TC and place it right in the corner like that. And add a window frame and sheet metal it, and then a ceiling and armor it. Just like that. And then you can add half walls to the next section and sheet metal those. And then this will be 6 more boxes. Just like this. Then you can add your ceilings. And then that's the main loot room of the base. And then you can add 3 frames and go ahead and place some doors. And then add a wall here. Sheet metal that wall. Sheet metal that ceiling. If you do have the resources, I would highly recommend this wall in specific be armored, because this is where the front door is going to be, and people tend to blow right through there. So I would recommend doing that. And then you could place a locker right there and a window, and then make sure you sheet metal that wall. And then you can add 2 more walls and sheet metal them. And this is where we're going to place our tier 3. And then make sure you just get a, I don't know why it's not there, but grab a small box and place it right under, and then you can half wall that. And then if you'd like to place a trap under there, you can. All you need to do is place another door frame, and then add that, and if you would like to place a box under, you can go ahead. And then, since this base is for 3 people, you should be able to fit all 3 bags right in this little square right here, if you rotate them right. Just like that. Add your last ceiling. This should be armored actually. And now you have this. Then, you can add 2 walls here. And have your garage door. Just like that. And then, all you need to do is find these 2 squares here. And this square is going to be your front entrance, like I said before. So you can go ahead and place a triangle here. Just like this. You could place a door frame just like this. A wall. And then a single furnace to jump up on. And then 2 more walls here. And then a frame, and then a wall. And then you could ceiling this section off. So this will be your front door. You could have 1, 2, 3 garage doors. just like that. And then for the next section, wall this off. This is going to be our secondary loot room right here. Just like this. And then you can repeat that same thing here. So you have 2 more of those sections. For this loot room, it's going to be slightly different, and I'm going to give you a choice. If you're someone who likes to do electricity, then just make this a normal 8-box loot room. But if you're someone who wants to do electricity, and I'm going to do this based with electricity, then these corners are going to stay as non-loot rooms. And what you're going to do is, when you get the chance, it doesn't have to be right as you're building the base, but leave these sections open so then you can grab a large battery and have the box facing towards the center of the base. You can place it in these corners here and then add walls. And that will allow batteries to be there. And then right in this section, we're going to grab electric furnaces. And what we're going to do is place 6 electric furnaces just like this, with sticking out just a little bit, so then you can place industrial sorters, or like the industrial output things. So then you'll have electric furnaces right here, and then these electric furnaces will auto sort and auto smelt. So you'll have your batteries, your furnaces. You can auto sort into these boxes, so it'll all be done right in this section. That's kind of the idea of the batteries being there. And then all you have to do is just the loot room slightly smaller, so you can go ahead and grab the boxes in the corners here. Like here, here, here. And then if you'd like, you can add the small boxes, but that's up to you. Depends. I could get this box in place. There we go. And then you could add ceilings. And I'll show you what I mean with the electric furnaces quickly. It's the storage adapters, I'm pretty sure. You can grab these, and if you place them far apart enough, you can place them on the front here. And even with those, you should still be able to place a garage door. Obviously, you're not trying, this garage door does nothing, so you don't really need it. It has no effect. There's nothing to protect in these. You'll have a box where you put all the loot, so say you put all your resources in here. You can run your pipes to the electric furnaces, and then when they're done, they'll run it back into another box. So it'll auto smelt. There's no reason to have a garage door on this. It doesn't change anything. And then all you're going to want to do is we're going to sheet metal this second floor. Like this. You can come in and see what else we missed. This wall, these walls, here, and now you have your front section done, and all you have to do pretty much from here on out, just add some doors, just like so. And then you can grab a tier 2 as well if you want to do auto crafting, which I highly recommend you do an auto med box under. So you have this for your extra tier 2, and then you can grab another box, place it under here. And then this floor is relatively complete. The only thing else I would say would be a good idea is to have a locker right there, because lockers at the front door, in case you want to quickly respawn or whatnot, it would be good to have a locker ready to go with some kits. And then this is the next floor. So we can come up, and before we get to the next floor, we're going to add our honeycomb all the way around. I am actually going to, I don't want to auto upgrade, but I would like to build it to sheet metal here. So I would recommend having the honeycomb to sheet metal. This base isn't going to be that tall. It should be relatively doable. And there's this. And to do this honeycomb, all you needed to do was place triangles all the way around the base, by the way, which I'll show you in 2 seconds. just triangles all the way around, basically. And then from here, before we continue anything, I'm going to get off of stone, and we're going to do the wide gaps, I guess you would say. So to do this, you're going to notice that the base isn't exactly even all the way around. So we're only going to do 3 gates on this base, and the gates are going to be going off from each of the squares. So you can see how there's a center triangle. There's a square here, here, and here. So this is where your first wide gap will be. I don't even know how I did that. You can come over here and place a square, triangle, square, and another triangle, and you go 2 squares out and place another triangle. Then you come back, and you're going to do 2 squares. And delete everything else. So you have your wide gaps like this. And then all you need to do is place a square back and then a triangle. And go out 2. Place 2 triangles like this. A door like this. And finish off your gate. And then you can grab a triangle roof and place it on each section. And then for here you're going to do double doors. Just like that. So that's what your gate's going to look like. And then all you need to do is go out 2 more squares. And grab your TC. And place it in. And then delete the squares. You can come back and place 2 frames. And then to finish it off, all you need to do is take your metal barricade and place 2 twig triangles here. And that'll allow you to place them all the way up against the edge and delete it, which will get you that. So that's on one section, and then all you need to do basically is add your stone frames to connect the base. So adding these frames will allow the TC to cover these intersections, and then just build up with the frames 2 more times like that. And then we're going to do that 2 more times over on this section as well. Except there's something we're going to do slightly different here. So I do want to show you guys this. Normally I would skip past this, but I discovered something that I haven't seen people do before. I'm sure it's a thing, but I haven't really seen it in many videos, so I wanted to show you guys what I was thinking. So we'll remove all of this. Don't need that. You can build your frames up just like on the other side. Go back 2 again. Build your gate quickly. Just like this. Let's add our ceiling things. Get this down. Add your doors. And don't forget these frames or else your base will decay. And you go out 2 more. And then for this section, what's different is I was thinking you can actually fit a shop. Since this base isn't going to have room for a shop on the top for vending machines, you can actually, if you do this correctly, so place this wall here. What you can do is place your TC all the way up against this wall. Sort of like this. And then a door frame here. And you can actually fit a shop that you can loot. I don't know why it won't let me open it, but you can. And then frame. You should also be able to rotate this. Here you go. So if you want to do it from this side, you can. You can actually use a shop. And you can loot this as well. And then all you need to do is basically you put these window barricades on. And now you have like a shop you could sell stuff to if you like, I don't know, have extra guns, want to make some sulfur, or whatever the case. And obviously you'd place everything here as well. So now you have that all good. Now the wide gaps are completed. So all you're going to do is place a ceiling connected to the wide gaps here and here, just like that. And then for these sections where there are no wide gaps, place 2 foundations. Simply come up with 2 frames, just like that. Repeat that on every side. And now your next floor is completed. So, for this section, the shooting floor is going to be slightly different than normal, but it's going to be cool. So, what we're going to want to do is we're going to place normal windows on all of the wide gap sections. Just like this. So you have normal window frames, and then each of these sections that are connected to the base, you can place a half wall on each of them, and then you can place a window on top of that. Just like this. So you have windows here, and we can go ahead and add embrasures to all of these windows. That'll work fine. Vertical. Just like this. So now you have embrasures out here as well. And then we're going to make these sections slightly separated from the main base. So we'll come up. I don't know how that keeps happening. We'll come up, and since we have our entrance up here, you can wall it like this, and you can wall this like this as well. And then place a half wall here, because that's going to be our way out to the next floor. And add 2 frames. And then garage door. Going to garage door here. We're going to garage door here. So basically, you're going to want to find the sections where you can actually enter into your base. So that's going to be right there on that square, and that square. Now these 3 doors are going to let you get into the wide gaps, like where you actually shoot. So we're going to have 3 separate entrances, which are right here, here, and here. And then other than that, you can wall off all of the entrances. So what we're going to do is we're going to place half walls pretty much. Or not half walls, windows, sorry. And then you can grab the reinforced windows and then place those there. And then we can make these 2 bedrooms. So if this is where the front entrance is, you can have one here. Just like that. And then you can have another one here. Just like this. And you can go ahead and grab a bed and a locker and just place that right inside this room. Just like so. Let's grab doesn't really matter, double door, garage door, it's whatever. I don't know, if you're putting AKs in here, I would recommend putting a garage door. So we have those 2 loot rooms, and this is a trio base. So we're gonna add we're gonna want to add, like, you could see that there's this hallway where there's actually 2 walls. You can place a locker and a bed right here. For how does that even happen? For the 3rd person, pretty much. So you have 1, 2, 3 bedrooms for all 3 people. And you have lockers for each of them as well. Don't place ceilings on this section just yet. And from here, we're going to come into the shooting floor. And on each of these sections, you can place 2 frames. The sections that are connected. So there, and there, and there, and there. And then I want you to place 2 double doors on each of the sections like that. And then the wide gap sections can be ceilinged off. These are done. Just like that. That'll work fine as is. Although these sections we're going to continue working on. So all you really need to do is grab a triangle roof, just like I am here. And then if you come down, you can place 2 just like this, which will allow you to get up here and shoot down. And if in case you're wondering, you can hit every single angle. There's nowhere to hide. Through the wide gaps, you can't. There's nowhere to hide in the base that you won't get killed at. So once you do this, you can come over here, and we're gonna add a door. We're gonna add a door in these sections. Okay, so from here on out, we have our doors, and we have the shooting sections in here. All you need to do is we're going to place a half wall here, here, and here. So half wall off this inner section, and then you can come out to where you have the actual outer peak sections, and To place the walls here can be a little bit tricky, but it's not too difficult. What we're trying to aim for is a roof that looks like this. So you want this section to start. And you can come over and place it on every single side. Just like here, and here. And then the last section. So once you have that completed, you can come into your main section of your base. And if you look up through the wide gap and you grab a triangle roof, you can actually place the roofs like this. They should be facing inward toward you. One there and one there. And if we come and do that on each side, like this, and then come over to the left. Yeah, I'm stuck right now. Come over to this section, and you place those like that. You'll see that the roofs look like this now, which is the ideal way that they should look. And then all you have to do is on each of these sections with the doors, you come and place your walls like that, and like this as well. And obviously the floors. So you'd have that, and then we're almost done with the shooting floor section. Pretty much from here, you can grab half walls and finish off the section by doing that. And then all you have to do is sealing them off on each side. Like so. So it should pretty much just look like that. And then from here, you can come ahead, and if you find your jump up section, your jump up is going to look pretty much like this, because you actually want your roof to be up on this higher section. So if you place all your roofs, this is what your roof is going to look like. Pretty much here. So for the jump up, let me make this easier. You come up, it looks like this. You have a half wall here. We remove that for now. You have a half wall. This is the normal jump up. Like this. So you'd come up. All you need to do is place one half wall, then have your ceilings, and then a frame, and then another half wall. Just like this. And then another half wall here. And then you can put a ceiling on that. So then it ends up like this. You come up, and then you go up again. And we'll place those doors in a second. But that's what that section should look like. And then you can go ahead and place a half wall on each section of the roof here. And I would recommend not armoring, but sheet metaling these 4 intersections. Just like that, because these side triangles don't matter if they're sheet metaled or not. So you have this. You can come over here and, like I said before, place your doors on all the sides. Just like this. So if you come into these sections, you can shoot out of these, or you can jump up here and you have a peak for the roof. And this section is just another doorway to get over here. But these peaks go into the roof. Let me show you from this one. It'll look like that. And then in terms of this intersection, you can actually wall these off. Like this. So this is what the this bottom floor should look like. Let me run around these peaks, and then these doors will come into these sections. Just like that. So let's go back to the roof. Now that you have done that, you can go ahead and grab roof triangles and just place 5 of them on each of these little barrels. Then your roof will look like that, which is almost completed, because for this roof you're going to want to place turrets to protect your mini-copters or your scrap heli or whatever else you land up here, because you're going to land right in this middle section. And then in terms of windmills, you can come over, and as you see, the this little roof section. There's no other good place to place the windmills, but if you place 2 frames like this in each of the roofs, you can go up like so, and then place 2 triangles, and then windmills should fit. It's a little difficult in NoClip, but it will fit just like this on each of the sections. Just like that. So as you can see, you have your windmills, you have your roof. If you'd like, you could place boxes here. And if you'd like, you could place roof sleeping bags for each person. So now you have your turrets here, here, and here. And then the only thing left to do is build the secret loot room. And to do that, you're going to want to come up here, sheet metal these, place 3 square ceilings, and then this. So you just walk around on this floor, and you can come up like you want this facing like this. Jump up here, and in case you're logging off and you think, oh, there's no way they're going to top down me because bases don't get top down as often of this size, you can go ahead and store your sulfur or just some extra secret loot up in this section. And I don't think it's possible, but in case I'm wrong and you guys do know, if you can place rugs over ladder hatches somehow, I don't think it's possible. But if you do know like a secret way to hide ladder hatches, then let me know, because I actually have no idea how to do that. And all you need to do is cut your doors. So now we have our roofs and our ceilings all completed. We have our locker rooms, we have shooting floors, we have this. We can come out here quickly. We don't need this anymore. We could place our compound. This compound consists of 15 walls. So you start by doing 1 on each side, like this, and then 1 more facing each other, and then obviously I'm just going quick with this, and this will still work, but repeat what I'm doing right now. You want to place 1 on each gate beforehand, and then have them come in towards each other, just like so. And then that's your compound. You have your vending machine to sell. The last thing I would recommend doing, since you don't want these being jackhammered out, I mean, these inner triangles don't matter, I just did them. It wouldn't matter if they jackhammered them out anyways. You can sheet metal these wide gap foundations. And then we can come over, and if you find fence and chain link fence, you can place your turrets. It depends on what you want to do. You could have them in these 3 sections, but I like to have them on the wide gap. So you'd have it sort of in the center, facing outward, and then 2 chain links. So you'd add 2 more frames, and then 2 gates, like that. And you can sort of repeat that. So like I said, 2 frames, 2 chain links, turret, and then 2 chain link fences, fence gates, or whatever you call them. And this will help protect your turrets from being HV'd and stuff. Sorry, that's the wrong set. Whoops. Let's redo that. I don't know what is going on right now. Do this. 2 fence, and then 2 gates, and then you can add your ceilings on these. just like that. And then you have turrets, which you would obviously connect up. And then all that's pretty much left to do is for all your deployables, in case you're worried about those, you can place your mixing tables in here. You throw your repair bench and your research bench in one of these. Should be doable. I'm placing these quickly, obviously, but you could do that. You could put benches in case you wanted some extra depot boxes. I don't know if I have it on me, but an oil refinery as well in some of these, in case you wanted some oil refineries. And then you could do large furnace as well, which I don't see anyone even use anymore because how OP electric furnaces are, but you could do 2 large furnaces in each of these sections, which I don't even like. I don't use them, but you can throw them down just cause why not. Then I do want to show you this as well. Let's look at the cost of actually maintaining just the wide gaps here. See, it's really not bad. It's 1,200 stone for and 200 metal fags for 24 hours. Let's find the one with the vending machine quickly. And let's look at this one. I don't think that even requires high qual. It doesn't, so that doesn't really change anything. And in terms of the actual base, I think it's you can see how much the resource costs. It's 15,000 wood, 53,000 stone, and then 17,000 metal frags is a lot of metal frags. I know it's a lot. I upgraded a lot of stuff to sheet metal that you don't, like these wide gap things, and these aren't required. As long as the 2 main floors are sheet metaled and you get most of the ceilings, you're good. And then 433 high qual. It's a decent amount of high qual, but this is the max, the highest tier of upgrade possible. Don't worry about if you can't get all of that complete. And obviously you could see that the garage door, that's every garage door possible as well, which you don't, obviously it's not that big of a deal. You don't need every single possible garage door, but this is the base fully completed. This is pretty much everything. If you guys like this base and you think it's good, let me know. I think it looks really cool. I think it has a nice design to it. I think it's really strong and compact for a 3-man. I also think it has everything you need. A lot of box space. You have auto crafters, turrets, electricity. You have a nice room for your minicopter. The shooting floors work really well. Like I said before, these shooting floors hit every single angle possible. There is no, it may sort of look like that, but there is nowhere to hide in the base, in case you're wondering about that. You can't really like sneak around anywhere. But yeah, other than that, let me know what you guys think. And if you have any suggestions about the secret loot room or the ladder hatch of how to make it like covered, which I still don't think you can do, let me know. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next one.